So, you made it back to town after your encounter with the shark. You settled in for the night. Okay, it's morning. You guys all have had a long rest. You're in the town of Eldenmere.
I'm going to go try to play a little bit to see if I can't make a little bit of money.
Okay. This is the last day of the festival, the Heritage Festival of Eldenmere.
Are there still any music competitions going on?
Yes.
I will sign up for what's still available.
Okay, so the Sea Shanty Sing-Along, Rin. The Sea Shanty Sing-Along is a lively and beloved part of the Eldenmere Heritage Festival, drawing a crowd of enthusiastic participants and onlookers. Led by a charismatic local bard known for his deep, melodious voice and a vast repertoire of sea shanties, the event takes place on a makeshift stage near the harbor, where the sound of waves adds to the ambience. Participants are invited to take turns leading a verse of a popular sea shanty accompanied by the bard's skillful lute playing. The prize, which is displayed above the judges for the winner, is an ornamental ship's wheel, a symbol of mastery over the sea and song. It's a beautiful ship's wheel.
Ooh, wow. That is a nice. Now, is it on like the podium, or is it like
it
just
is,
the wheel?
But it can be disconnected
And put on
from the podium, and the other two handles are inside a little compartment in the base, to where you can disconnect it and screw the handles on and actually use it.
It can be a display piece or a function.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Additionally, there's a pouch containing 25 gold pieces and a free meal at the Salty Dog Tavern. The local bard that you met before is the one that's leading this contest. Right. So if you can beat these 5 bards, then you will win that prize.
Okay. Do I do each one individually or just one roll?
It's just going to be one roll.
And that's performance. Oh. 15.
Okay. There's a couple of them that are pretty good. One of them was really good, and it was a tough decision for the judges, but you were able to win the Sea Shanty Sing-Along. And you get your pouch of 25 gold pieces and a finely crafted ornamental ship's wheel.
How big is this wheel?
It's big enough to steer a ship.
So about as big as
you can put it on your ship.
I don't have a ship.
Use it as a shield.
Would anybody else like to engage in a contest while they're still going?
What other contests are
there? There is the archery contest, the fish eye count, tug of war, Mystic's tent, and the Dunk the Sailor.
Mystic's tent?
Yes.
What's Dunk the Sailor?
A fortune teller offers insights into the future with tarot readings. That's not really a contest. That's just sort of an attraction.
Yeah.
But it's something that...
Dunk the Sailor is also just an attraction. That's not a contest. You can throw balls at a target to dunk a local sailor into a water tank and amuse the crowd. The tug of war, the fish eye count, and the archery are all contests with prizes.
It's the salty dog that the innkeeper is the dwarf, right?
Correct.
I think I will...
It's a tavern, not an inn. The salty dog, yeah.
I will talk to him and see if he would like to hang the wheel on his wall.
Okay.
And maybe in trade for that, should I come back through, I can just have a meal and a night.
He's more than happy to hang it up behind the bar. And what did you want from it?
Just when I travel through to be able to stop and have a room and a meal.
Okay. Well, remember, he doesn't have rooms here
at
the
it's just a meal and a drink.
Yeah. He's teamed up with the local inn, and he can get you a free night stay there. They all work together, and they're happy to have you around. He's, says, yeah, I'm happy to have you around during these times if there's anything we can do to help.
When I wake up, I'm going to go to, is there any sort of like antique shop or maybe like a forager?
Like a blacksmith or something?
There is a blacksmith. You go find it, you can hear that tink, tink, tink off in the distance. It's not that far away.
In between rounds of the competition, do I happen to overhear anything that might lead to where we could find the missing husband and the missing son?
Hold that. We'll come back to that. Henrik. Ironfoot's Forge stands out with its sturdy stone construction and the bright glow emanating from its open furnace. The clang of metal against anvil rings out regularly. Inside, the walls are lined with an array of metalwork, from simple tools to intricate pieces of armor. Greta Ironfoot, the daughter of Brennus Ironfoot, is the town's skilled blacksmith. She's a young dwarf with muscular arms and a sharp eye for detail, known for her expertise in forging and repairing weapons and armor. Greta is always ready to assist adventurers, often in exchange for stories of their travels or rare materials. She says, "Welcome to Ironfoot's Forge. I'm Greta, the local blacksmith. Whether you need your blade sharpened or new armor forged, I've got you covered. My work's as sturdy as the iron I hammer. Feel free to browse or let me know if you have something specific in mind."
I'm gonna go up to her and say, I have a very odd request. I don't suppose you know of a tree nearby that has been struck by lightning. Or I've heard something from other adventurers.
No, I don't, but you could try Joran at the Wagon Works. He deals with wood. If there is a special tree or wood, he would know.
Alright, I appreciate the help. Have a good day.
Good day.
And I'll turn around and head that direction.
Okay, the Eldenmere Wagon Works is a bustling workshop located near the town's edge. It's a large open structure with a thatched roof and walls adorned with various tools and wagon parts. The sound of hammering and sawing is a constant backdrop, and the air is filled with the scent of fresh wood and iron. Joran Wheelwright is a middle-aged, burly man with a friendly demeanor and a perpetual layer of sawdust in his hair. He's known for his skilled craftsmanship and his willingness to repair or lend out wagons for a fair price. His deep knowledge of the local roads and pathways can be invaluable for travelers.
His hands are a
Oh
little
my
hazy.
His hand.
Well met, friends. Name's Joran Wheelwright. If you're in need of a wagon or just some repairs, you're knocking on the right door. Roads around Eldenmere can be tricky, but with the right wheels beneath you, there's no path you can't tread.
Alright. I'm here kind of neither for those. I was curious if you had any wood that perhaps was struck by lightning.
You're in luck. I have a piece right over here. And he goes over to a pile of wood that's against one of the walls and starts digging through chunks of timbers, 4x4s, 4x8s, and pulls out a rough chunk it's basically like been planed on one side, but it's still all rough on the other side, and you can see blackened marks where it actually caught fire. And he said it looked cool, and I harvested most of the wood, and this is what's left of it.
I don't suppose I could have a sliver of it, I suppose.
Sure, you can have a chunk of it, and he takes a saw and saws off a block of it that's about the size of a golf ball.
Perfect. I'll slide it into my component pouch.
Okay?
So, do you sell little boats, wagons? What exactly? Or
He's got a wagon for sale,
How much?
100 gold pieces. He's got a couple of carts and a carriage. You choose.
And then what about the horses?
He has a draft and riding horse, or he can get one from the local stable, but he does not have a war horse available.
Awesome. That is good to know. Thank you, good sir. I'm off to go to the ocean. I'm going to turn around and try and find those two.
Okay, and egress.
As I'm like walking around for the tug of war, are they like saying what the prize is for that?
The Tug of War contest is a favorite at the Eldenmere Heritage Festival, showcasing strength and teamwork. The event is set up on an open field near the festival grounds with a large, marked pit in the center for added challenge. Prizes for the solo winner receive a custom-made sturdy leather belt with a decorative buckle featuring Eldenmere's crest. The belt symbolizes individual strength and determination. The team winners, each member of the winning team, receives a matching set of silver armbands engraved with nautical motifs, symbolizing unity and teamwork. Additionally, the team is awarded a collective prize of a feast at the Salty Dog Tavern, complete with the finest ale and a special toast in their honor. Anything else? You would just want to watch the Tug of War for a bit, or listen to it, I guess.
I'm just wandering around,
Okay.
maybe looking for.
There are
selling.
many smells of food, of course the seafood, ale and mead, and treats, including candied fruits, honey cakes, and saltwater taffy.
I think I'm gonna start wandering down to the docks
Okay.
and maybe start trying to, while waiting for them to come to the docks, look for some more clues for the guy who lost his shipment of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, since he did give us 50 pieces of gold for that, might as well try and figure that out. I'm gonna go around, listen to people talking about piracy and anything new that's recently happened.
Let's go back to Ren.
Well,
You did the contest.
right, and I'll go ahead and try and listen to people to try and hear like about the pirates or the missing husband.
Okay, so you were both basically doing the same
But
thing right now.
I'm leaving from the Salty Dog, kind of going through town, but as I do, I'll, greet people and
Right.
Be joyful.
pretty much. It's a beautiful day. As I head towards the dock, I will probably keep an eye open for any kind of merchant who might be selling musical instruments.
I'm gonna have you both make investigation checks.
Both Ren and
Egress.
Egress.
Oh. Apparently I'm too busy talking. Ooh.
A 9.
Out of 6.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I guess I'm
So-
just way too distracted.
You hear something that really, doesn't help much. An elderly woman gossiping at a market stall. Did you hear about the old lighthouse? They say it's been flickering strangely at night, almost like it's sending a message. Young Samuel dared to go near it and swore he heard whispers on the wind. It's probably just stories, but with everything else going on.
Yeah, I guess I'll just head back down to the dock, and if Egress is still looking at the warehouse, I'll go ahead and investigate around there again.
Egress, you hear two sailors talking to each other. Mark my words, there's something foul brewing off the coast. The fish have been scarce, and the ones we catch have strange marks on them. And that ship, the Wave Dancer, returning empty with no crew. It's as if the sea itself is turning against us.
I'm gonna go up to them. Couldn't help but overhear you said the fish have weird marks on them?
Well, yes.
What kind of marks?
Symbols. They look like symbols. Strange symbols.
Are they seemingly burnt on, or are they extruding out of the scales? How?
I don't know. Maybe a little bit of both.
Well, is there any other information you have about what's happening?
We really don't know, but the fog has been getting thicker and thicker. Each night it seems worse. Last time I was out at sea, it felt unnatural, like something was watching us from beneath the waves. I heard old Marley say it's an ill omen, something about an ancient curse. Makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Sure does. Well, thank you for your time. We'll just walk away.
The ship that we towed in, that belonged to one of the missing people? Has the family claimed it? We're just sitting in the harbor.
It was the son's boat, the one that was unnamed as of yet.
So I will go to, and it's the same old guy that I would assume he's there investigating his son's ship.
Yes, he is.
I will ask him if he has any clues or insights to what might happen to his son. If maybe there's charts that show where he was at.
He kind of digs through a few papers in the captain's room and hands you a map showing his local fishing holes along the coastline.
Okay. I will thank him and go look for...
As you walk away, he says, anything you can do to help us figure out this problem was greatly appreciated.
We're on it. Is there any signs that it was a pirate? Or
How are you trying to determine that?
looking at the planks of the boats, is there
Make an
grapple hook
investigation
marks?
check.
Or is there claw marks? Or... 18?
You do notice a strange symbol that appears to be burned onto the side of the ship.
Have I ever seen it before?
You have not.
I will make a note of it in my book and go looking for Egress and Henrik.
Okay, so I think we're back to Henrik now.
Okay, if I didn't find him in the market stall, I probably would have just headed back to the ship.
They're basically
So-
just kind of meandering around the festival grounds in the center of town.
Okay, I would just wait for them at the ship.
Okay.
So are we planning on going back out there to investigate more? Or would we all went to bed?
We're
So,
gonna go back
Meet
out.
Elias
today.
again and go back out. Okay. Well, I will go to the ship, and when I see Henrik, I'll show him the symbol that I saw on the boat that we rescued, And have you ever seen anything like this before?
Some sort of magic symbol.
Egress.
I was just looking for more clues about the piracies.
Okay.
That's all I was looking for.
I'll give you another investigation roll.
Another one?
Do you want to roll it in the magic box?
In the magic box? 12.
You hear a merchant speaking to a guard. I'm telling you, something's not right with the shipments lately. The last 2 caravans from the north never arrived. They say bandits are more brazen now, or worse. Something dark is lurking in the Witherwood. Business is hard enough without worrying about vanishing goods.
Sounds like everything is north of us. Or whether we take a boat north along the coast or head north on foot.
That might be a lot of work.
I think that taking the boat is the easier option.
Can I do an Arcana roll on this rune?
Yes.
Nat 20.
Wow. That's
Nice.
interesting. So, this symbol has ancient origins. The symbol, featuring an eye within a triangle, is deeply rooted in ancient maritime folklore and is associated with esoteric knowledge of the sea and its mysteries. It dates back centuries and is often found in old texts that speak of sea deities, forgotten rituals, and lost civilizations. The eye within the triangle is a direct reference to Morana, a witch whose legend is tied to the sea and its darker aspects. It symbolizes her watchful presence and her claim over the souls lost at sea. Morana is believed to possess the power to see through the veil of reality and into the deeper truths of the arcane.
And can see through the arcane?
Yes. The triangle represents the 3 domains of Morana's influence: the sea, the underworld, and the realm of spirits. The eye at the center signifies her omniscience within these realms. The symbol is often used in rituals and spells related to divination, communication with sea spirits, and rites that seek to harness the power of the ocean. The use of this symbol in recent times is a clear indicator of the resurgence or continued presence of a cult dedicated to Morana. Such cults are known to practice dark rituals involving the sea, often seeking to summon eldritch creatures or to perform sacrifices in Morana's name.
I'd say, oh, that is not a good symbol. And then I would kind of relay the whole cult thing, Morana.
We're gonna have to help these people. I don't think they can take care of themselves.
Egress just kind of appears.
Poof.
It's like right behind you guys. And like, what you doing?
I'll describe the symbol to you.
So as you were talking about this symbol, looking at the boat, a woman approaches. A dignified woman in her late 50s with sharp, intelligent eyes and a commanding presence. She has a neat graying bun and wears practical yet elegant clothing reflecting her status. She says, "Greetings, travelers. I am Elsbeth Harrow, mayor of this humble town. While Eldenmere is usually a beacon of tranquility, recent events have cast a shadow over our shores. Your presence here could be the ray of hope we desperately need. Please let us know how our town can assist you in your endeavors. There is going to be a town council meeting later this evening. It would be wonderful if you could attend."
I would step forward and say, well, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm assuming you're the mayor?
I am.
Perfect. We have to investigate out in the sea today, but as long as we're back before town council meeting, we will be there.
We can offer you rewards in return for your assistance in these matters. And then she walks over and begins investigating the boat.
Do you know what this symbol is?
She says, "I've seen it before."
I would tell her that it's pretty much a cult symbol for Morana.
Are there any caves? It's called like Morana's Cave or Morana's Point or anything like that along the coastline?
She
Okay.
says, "They say the Witch of Witherwood can summon shadows and bend the will of beasts. Folks who wander too deep into the forest, they don't come back the same, if they come back at all."
Which is
Witherwood.
north of town. Which is where the other people were saying that they'd lost.
The Witherwood Forest is actually east of town.
It's east of town. But stuff that's happening
Inland.
on the coast is north along the shore.
The ships have gone missing all up and down the shoreline here recently.
So do we want to go check out the Witherwood or up the coastline?
I think we need to take the boat back out. There has to be something more out there.
I think the lighthouse is the key to it all. But I don't know.
The key is in that boat. Has to be.
I'm fine with that. I don't see any reason why I wouldn't be. Is Elias on his ship? Like, is he ready to go? Or
He is.
Well, I guess let's go talk to Elias and see if he's ready to go back out. And on the way, I will show them the map that I got from the ship and be like, this is where this ship has been. So maybe we can find what happened to it along the way. So I'll show Elias the map.
Okay. He looks at the map and says, I know these waters. They're nearby, local fishing spots.
If we could swing through that to try and see if we can, maybe he's on a dinghy out there in the waves waiting for rescue, or caught on a spear of stone along the coastline.
We're preparing the ship now.
Well, I will go on board and play music for the sailors.
Egress, do you need help onto the boat?
Yes.
I'll do the same thing, grab your hand, then kind of walk backwards up the plank.
After this, no more boats.
I think that was a laugh of, oh, there's going to be so much more boats.
Okay. Everybody's on the boat,
Yep.
and away you sail, off to sea.
Is he gonna swing through the fishing spots on the way out? Or
Yes. He's going to turn to the north and just kind of follow the coastline a bit.
is there anything that we can see along the coastline is there fresh flotsam and jetsam? Is there somebody trapped on the cliff front? Is there evidence of pirate camps?
There is a ship that appears to be out in this area. It
Is
looks like a
Elias-
fishing ship.
Does Elias recognize it?
It is not.
Do we want to go over where we can see if they've seen anything, or
He says it looks like a familiar ship, but he does not know anything about it. Say again?
I'm asking
Okay.
Elias and Egress if we want to go over and investigate the ship, see if they've seen anything or if they know anything about the missing people.
We sure can.
They might even be the pirates.
Might be worth a check. We can pose as,
A rescue crew for the missing fishermen.
or we can pose as some guards that need to be looking for some stolen shipments.
But we are looking for stolen shipments. That's not posing. That just is.
In my book, I'm going to take out a piece of paper, and out of thin air, I essentially grab a quill, and a quill appears in my hand. And I'm going to start writing down some official-looking documents hired by the mayor of Eldenmere to find and locate and bring back stolen goods.
Okay. You're trying to forge a document?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any skill or anything, any tools? Or...
The pen.
Okay. You're gonna have to make a check. It seems it would include some sleight of hand, but also you need knowledge of certain documents, which is like a history check. So I'm gonna say a history check to know how to do it, and a sleight of hand to actually write it properly.
Does he get an advantage because I might know what documents would look
Are you helping him?
Yes.
You can have advantage with both rolls. With the first roll.
Be like, wait, do it this way.
Oh.
Oh.
6.
Okay.
That's not
so
gonna
you
work.
think you might know how to do it.
Okay.
Go ahead and make your sleight of hands check.
DM, is that a jack?
I can't see it.
It kind of looks, yeah, to me.
You make the call. Re-roll it. Just re-roll it.
It's stuck on the d20.
Okay, you have crafted a document.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe don't let him look at that too close.
Well, looks great.
Yes, of course it
Come up
does.
and hide. Yeah, it looks great.
Thanks, Egress. Maybe somewhere on the document I'll also put that symbol. The triangle with the eye in it.
Okay.
See if that might catch someone's eye.
So does the ship like try and run away, or does it just let us come by
It
that
seems to be abandoned.
another abandoned ship? Does it have the same symbol carved on the side?
Yes.
Is it a merchant ship or a fishing vessel?
The Sea Whisper, as you can see by the name written on it, is an old but well-maintained fishing boat. Its deck shows signs of a recent struggle, with fishing gear strewn about and a broken lantern. An eerie, cold air seems to cling to the vessel.
I think we should investigate it.
Can I smell like this symbol? Is it like burnt on? Like, can I smell if it's like a recent burned on? And if so, can I smell any lingering burn smells from it?
It is burned on. Yes, yes, you can smell the burned, the charred wood.
So it's recent.
Yeah.
I think this happened not too long ago.
We should swing across, check it out. There might be survivors.
Let's go over and look.
Does Elias have like a plank to go across?
He does. Yes. A gangplank. He slaps the plank on. and one of his sailors hops down there and helps you across.
Yep, I'm gonna go across and investigate, looking for signs of survivors or like who the crew was.
I'll go back to the cockpit and see what's going on over there.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Both of us?
Yes.
Nat 20.
Wow.
Not one.
Okay. Ren,
Again.
you find logs and journals, Ren, kept by the missing fisherman. The writings frequently mention a specific area along the coast here where the fish were plentiful, but also note an increasing unease about the strange currents and flickering lights beneath the waves.
But there's no sign of any crew, they're all gone.
They're gone.
Okay, I will go back and show the charts to Elias.
Okay, as you are walking across the gangplank back to the Sea Sprite, you hear the bell. Ding, 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 as the first mate up there with his spyglass says, "Over there!" And there is another ship just off in the distance, surrounded by fog.
Does it seem like the description of Thumb's interaction with the ghost ship? Or does it seem like a ship that might be in distress being surrounded by...
It seems very similar to this one.
I think they need our help.
Let's go. Henrik will hop back on the sea skipper.
Okay. They quickly disconnect the ropes from this ship, pulling the gangplank, and begin sailing towards the other ship.
As we head towards the other ship, I will begin playing for Bardic Inspiration and cast it on the three of us and on Captain Lewis.
Okay. The closer you get to this ship, the thicker the fog seems to get around you, as if you're sailing directly into the fog. There's not a whole lot of difference between the two ships. So, yeah, they're very similar. They're just fishing ships.
Yeah.
This one seems to have more fog around it. And you get closer to it. The mariner's lament drifts ominously. An eerie fog lingers about the boat that seems to whisper at you, "Stay away." Its deck is covered in an unusual slimy residue, and the air around it is heavy with a putrid smell. As the Sea Sprite comes alongside and the sailors begin attaching ropes, you hear an unsettling skittering sound coming from below deck
On our ship?
on the mariner's lament. And you see the mysterious symbol found etched onto the side of the boat.
I will secure my loot and pull my battle axe.
I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself. You see the shimmer go across my scales again. We might want you to come up on this ship with us. You can fight, right?
Yeah, I pull out my quarterstaff.
Does Elias attach a plank, or are we swinging across on ropes?
He is attaching a plank.
I'll help egress across.
You know, I think I'll try it on my own.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of tap my foot a couple times and then walk across it.
Okay, what do you do?
I'm going to let the sailors attach the plank, and I'm going to go across with my battle axe in hand.
Okay,
I'll let egress cross and then I'll cross over from behind her.
okay. Clear the map.
I can do a white base too.
So you are on the Mariner's Lament,
So we need to put us
upper deck.
First.
This slime that's been covering the ship, do I recognize what slime it is?
Make an investigation check.
12?
How do you investigate it?
I want to kind of like...
Do you put it in your mouth?
I don't put it, I do a little tongue lick.
It's foul.
Foul.
Yeah, it's you don't know what it is. It's nasty.
What color is it?
Green.
How
Okay.
slippery is it? Is it like something that makes it difficult terrain, or is it just like gross?
It's gross.
I'm going to move this way, looking for survivors or any sign of how long the ship has been abandoned, or if it is abandoned.
I want to keep my eye on the door and be prepared for something to like...
The hatch that leads below deck.
So is it a hatch or is it like the staircase?
Maybe we should.
Well, there's an upper captain's deck, and then there's another deck room here that has a staircase from the inside going down to the lower deck. There's also a cargo hatch located on the front, the center of the front of the ship.
Okay.
So that ship.
The
we're
cargo
not-
hatch is closed.
It's not quite the same as this.
And the cargo hatch is how you get down below?
Yes, well, you can open the cargo hatch in the front, or you can go into the lower cabin and use the stairs.
I want to make sure that hatch is locked.
Okay, how do you lock it? It's basically like wooden shutters that are closed.
Is there a way I can like slide my dagger in between, like, are there handles?
Sure,
So-
you don't even need to use your dagger. You can find a chunk of wood
chunk of
and
wood.
slide it into place to kind of latch it shut.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
You need one else?
I'm just gonna stick close to. Looks like I'm closest to Henrik, so I'm just gonna stick close to him since
Okay.
I don't have. Can I hear any like sounds of creatures scuttling around on the ship? Like, can I hear anything
Make
below deck?
your perception check with advantage.
So that's a 17.
Yeah, you hear a sort of a scratching sound coming from below deck.
There's something below deck.
I will continue to very cautiously get closer to the stair going down.
Okay, it's dark down there. You can see stairs leading down into the darkness. Oh, you have night vision, don't you? So yeah, you can see that there's nothing at the bottom of the stairs directly, but you won't see anything more unless you descend.
Keeping my back to the wall, I will do one step at a time.
Okay, slowly
Slowly.
stepping down.
And then egress behind, and then I'll be behind egress in the back.
Okay, and yes, the actual lower hold does not have the rooms. It's going to be mostly open. Let's say there are two dividing walls, a fore and an aft, kind of, but with a wide opening sort of type of thing
Okay.
for cargo to be moved.
So
but
we got like a wall and a wall.
Yeah.
With door. Okay.
but they're more structural than anything else.
I will continue to proceed forward cautiously, trying to see any motion, any movement.
Okay, you don't see anything directly at the bottom of the stairs, but in the central chamber of the lower deck, you can see a body.
Like a one with decomp or something fresh looking.
It looks like a fresh body.
I'm going to cast Firebolt down the hole towards the back wall to kind of light up the area. For the
Okay.
next split second.
And you can pretty much see all the way down it, 5-foot hexes, so that's about 40 feet. Yeah, you can see at the far end, looks like maybe another body laying on the floor and one kind of slumped up against the wall.
Do I hear any like breathing coming from the other end of the like any sounds? Like if I like tune out Ren and
You hear the kind of the scratching noise coming from that far end. You do hear a sort of a struggled breathing, gasping sound from the figure slumped across the far wall. And help.
I'm gonna point towards the end and say like I think the person down there is either still alive or something's wrong.
I will continue to move toward. I will move towards the body on the floor, hoping that my companions got my back.
Okay. It looks like a slain sailor.
When I reach him, I'll feel for a pulse. Like, is he breathing? Is he alive?
He's dead.
He's dead. Has he been dead? Or could I potentially pull out my mid kit and stabilize him?
He's been dead. He's starting to get cold.
I say, he's dead.
I'm gonna point further down and be like, no, not him. Further down.
Proceed to
Continue.
move forward and try
Okay.
to figure out what
You're
she's
moving
pointing at.
now towards, go ahead and move your minis towards the other end of the boat.
Just move this one.
Oops.
I'm actually going to kind of stick more on like this area, more kind of hugging the wall, but still keeping a clear line of sight.
It looks like another sailor slumped up against the far wall, and the breathing is very shallow.
I will continue to move towards him.
Okay.
So he's like right below the hatch.
No, the hatch is sort of right here,
Okay.
and so this is kind of a little corner tucked away back in there. As you get closer, you see the fallen sailor turn his head towards you and hold out a hand. And he again tries to breathe. Help.
I will cast Healing Word on him.
Okay. As you begin casting your spell, the dying sailor leaps to his feet and lunges forward, attacking you with surprise.
Oh no!
Transforming as he rises.
Oh. Ah!
And swinging at you with a claw attack. 21.
That hits.
8 points of slashing damage. It is initiative.
Oh my god.
Hurt. I have a 13.
Oh.
20.
I'm a 12.
There was an
So-
ominous as the voice changed from to You will all have your actions now. Go ahead and go in the order of your initiative.
So I guess that'll be me first.
Yep, Henrik is first.
I think I want to throw a chromatic orb at it as this. Let's go with this almost like chunk of ice forms in my hand. 17? I think.
Hit. Roll damage, please.
Ooh. 15.
I want you to go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh. Wisdom saving. 17.
Okay.
16, sorry.
Okay, who's next?
I am.
I want you to make your wisdom saving throw now.
21.
Okay, go ahead and do your action.
I'm going to step back, yelling a vicious mockery.
Okay.
She needs to make a wisdom savings throw.
What do you say? Old hag.
You
old
are so
rag.
beautiful.
I was gonna say, I dare not touch it, thy beauty. Oh, magnificent, lovely, fair maiden.
Failure, 1.
Okay,
So-
so
Damage?
4 points of psychic damage, and she has disadvantage on the next attack roll.
Okay.
And egress.
Wisdom save, please.
15.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just go in with a flurry of blows. So I'm gonna go in with my quarterstaff.
Okay.
Go in for a hit. Ooh,
Oh!
ooh. Crit 1.
You just whacked somebody.
That'd be me. I probably back right into her.
Yeah, you did. You hit Ren. Roll damage.
Oh,
No. Oh no.
so the 6 points.
6 points of damage, Ren. This is a very close quarter combat. You need to analyze your tactics and
Ow!
position yourselves appropriately.
Okay, well I'm gonna
Do you have
take into
another attack?
account where Ren is, and I'm gonna use one of my chi points to make 2 unarmed strikes.
Okay.
So I'm gonna
You're pretty sure since you just hit Ren that you're not going to hit him again with your next attack.
Yeah.
You know right where he's at.
I know you are now. Sorry.
There you are.
So this is as a bonus. Yeah, so 10
Miss.
and 13.
Miss.
Oh my
That one actually thunked, but it had no effect because of the tough skin. And the sea hag attacks you, Egress, with a claw strike. 22. Okay, so because of the vicious mockery and the disadvantage, her hit misses. It looked like it was going to be a deadly strike, but you leaned back just enough that the claws just grazed by your throat and missed you, so no damage. Next attack.
Back to Henrik.
I'm going to pull out a little piece of wood, cast a crackling energy towards it.
Okay.
I make a ranged spell attack from the creature.
Okay. 18.
Hit.
Okay, so 1d12. And the lightning stays crackling. Ooh.
Nice.
11.
11 damage. Okay, she reels from that attack.
This whole lower deck is lit up with a purple light.
Yes. But she does not fall. Next.
I'm going to continue to use Vicious Mockery. So she
Okay.
has to make a wisdom throw.
20. I'm pretty sure that saves.
saves. Okay.
I believe it's now on you, Egress.
Yep.
Egress.
I'm gonna go with my quarterstaff again.
Okay.
16.
Hit. Roll damage, please.
Yeah, 18.
So you have a +5 to hit with your quarterstaff.
Yeah.
630 and...
Yep. Okay, so it's still a hit.
We're gonna do two-handed strike. 10 points of damage.
Okay.
And I might as well go in with my last chi point with a flurry of blows and going with my unarmed attack. 22.
Hit.
So 5 points for that first hit, and the second hit, 17 hit,
Hit.
4. 9 points of damage and flurry of blows.
Got it. Okay, she is hurt pretty bad, but she's still on her feet, and she is going to try and claw. She does not. Where are you at, Henrik?
I'm kind of back.
Are you way back
10,
there?
15 feet, yeah.
I like that you're just upset.
Yeah, she's gonna get the one that's right in her face. She's gonna go after Egress again, and that is a 19.
That hits.
10 points of damage.
Okay,
Oh.
yep, that's
That was her action. Henrik, let's go ahead and have you make another wisdom save.
Ooh. Ooh, okay. 16, 17, 19, 20.
Keep
Okay.
in mind you guys have Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, dude, no. I'm going to continue with the Witch Bolt, because that happens.
And you just roll damage for that.
Yes, so 6 points of damage.
With the continuing witch bolt, she begins to sizzle, smoke, and cook from the electrical current until she begins to char and collapses in a heap on the floor. The witch bolt comes to an end.
I will immediately reach out and cast Cure Wounds on Egress.
Okay?
I appreciate it. Hurt like hell.
12 points of healing.
That puts me at max.
I will investigate the pile of charcoal.
Okay?
Do I make a roll?
Yes.
13.
It's a burnt body.
There's nothing special to it.
No.
Did the body of the dead sailor behind, or that
She
turned into
was
that.
it. Yeah, she was in disguise. That's why she got the surprise on you.
Is the fog sinking?
You can't tell from down here. Or do you go back up top?
I think we're going to investigate the hole. Well, at least I'm going to investigate the hole first.
Okay.
See if there's any survivors, any sign of how to save the missing people.
Okay.
Do another roll.
Yes.
21.
All right, and you're searching the whole lower deck, basically?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you find a journal laying on the floor next to one of the fallen sailors.
I'll go ahead and take it.
It's actually a damaged sea chart.
Damage.
It's kind of scrolled up, clutched in the hand of the corpse. And there's a couple of... It's actually been torn. So there's a bit of it clutched in his hand, and another bit over there, and another bit over there.
Would I find all the pieces?
You find several pieces. Do you try to piece it together now?
No, I'll probably do that with Elias's help.
Okay.
I'm going to, after the fight, open up my book and I'm going to start almost pulling some magic out of it. And I'm going to use Arcane Recovery to regain my spell slot.
Okay.
I'll make my way back up to the top.
Okay. Is everybody going back up top then? There doesn't seem to be anything more of value
Yeah,
down
once I search that, I will go back up.
here. Okay.
Make my way
as the fog lifted?
No.
Are you going up into the second story?
I guess we'll all kind of move towards the top captain's.
The top
The top
captain's cabin
space,
there.
yeah.
Okay. There's.
Henrik was in there first.
Okay. Go ahead.
I want to see what's.
Make an investigation check.
Does he get an advantage with our help?
You can all make an investigation check. You're all moving up to this area.
Nat 20.
18.
Okay. So both of you rolled really high. Of course, you very high. There are basically just maps, charts, and other bits and pieces. You,
Feeling around on the desk.
yeah, you're basically feeling around. You're pretty sure you have a good idea that some of these bits and pieces fit together like a puzzle, and you start sliding some of them together just based on feeling the shapes of the pages. And you can see that what she's sliding together appears to be a map that fits some of the pieces that you found down below.
Aha. Okay. So between the two of us, we've got
You lay out the pieces.
We'll work together to.
Okay. You piece it
fit them.
together, and as you do, you see that it highlights a series of hidden coves along the coastline, one of which is marked with an old faded symbol resembling an eye.
So it's a map of caves? Coves?
I think we should take the two ships, tow them back to town, redraw this map, and then see if anyone else wants to help us and go to this cove. Yes?
I think we need to go to the ship first. Finish there.
You're so obsessed, my little brother.
It's the key for the lighthouse.
But to make you happy, we've got time. We pulled this off. We're all good. Let's go talk to Elias. Hook these ships up, head on over.
We're already like halfway there anyways.
But we'll just drag the little boats with us. Plus, then we can sell them or have our own boat, perhaps. Yes. Nothing like recovering salvage. Salvage at sea, an abandoned ship. I mean, legally, we can lay claim to them as we recovered them.
Captain Elias speaks up and says, I can pull both of these boats back to town, but I don't think I would want to take them out to sea. It's one or the other. We can return them to town and then head out.
What if we borrow a couple of your crew and we take just one of the boats out and you pull the other back to town?
That's possible. Are any of you experienced sailors? Can you help with rigging? Do you know how to raise a sail?
Does my amulet give me any?
I don't think that's one of its
dots?
abilities. Yeah, I think it was navigation.
Sort of like sailing.
You're not a sailor.
Okay.
I mean, you're intelligent. You could probably give it a good try. All of you could try.
What if a couple of the crew just take this beat up little boat and just limp it home on its own, and we tow the other one out to the ship?
That's possible. Elias says that's safer than
Because then they could just like
trying to tow
creep
two
along the
boats out to
coast
sea.
and- I will pull a page from my book though and write salvage claim.
So he has one of his sailors begin rigging this boat to be towed, and he says, "We'll swing back to the other boat over there, and I'll have one of my sailors bring it back."
Write that, and as everyone else, as the crew comes to start moving it, I will stake it on the captain's door
Of this slimy ship.
of the slimy ship.
Okay. The Mariner's Lament.
The Mariner's Lament.
Yeah. Okay. So the Mariner's Lament is the one that he's rigged to the back of his boat to tow along.
Okay.
And then he begins heading back towards the other boat that was like right over there
And then they
to
can-
have a sailor hop on and bring it back to town. Two sailors. One can't do it alone. He needs to give him two sailors to sail that boat back.
Okay. All right. Let's let them sail that ship, and then we'll head out
Okay,
for Henrik's.
Heading back out to sea, back to the sunken shipwreck. Okay. That's going to be, again, about 3 hours sailing. Let me check the weather.
I thought we were halfway there.
You're not. You actually went in the other direction.
That's okay. It gives us time for a short rest.
As you begin going in that direction, the weather is starting to get worse. The fog is getting thicker, it starts to rain, and the sea becomes extremely choppy. And Elias says, we need to get this ship back now. I don't mind sailing in rough waters, but I'm not going to do it pulling this boat behind me. And the boat is now starting to lurch and leer badly. He doesn't even wait for permission. He turns back to town.
Hold on, let's just drop the boat. We don't need another boat.
Oh, but I think we do. We'll come back. We'll come back.
Plus we
Even
need
if
to make
it's
that
just
town
you
hall
and me,
meeting.
little brother, we will come back.
Don't we want to make that town hall meeting too?
We can spend all day that way.
Why do we need the boat though?
Why wouldn't we want our own boat? Then we could come out every day.
We don't have a crew.
We can hire
That
a
is
crew.
actually sounds quite appealing for you. So, yes, because then you would have the ability to come out to sea whenever you want.
Okay.
That does sound appealing.
Okay, yeah, we'll come back to us. I guess we gotta make that council meeting anyway, so.
Okay, so back to Eldenmere, towing the one boat, a couple sailors on the other boat, and basically at this point, you're almost side by side, about 100 feet apart, both heading to town with 3 ships. And back to Eldenmere, just in the nick of time as the seas are becoming extremely rough.